Welcome to another session in this series. In the previous session, we ended on question number 173. So in this session, we move on to question 174. Cool. The question says you should find the value of x plus y. So what we can do is we find the value of x and the value of y, then we add them together. Okay, cool. Now, how do you find x and how do you find y? Firstly, let's try to find x. Okay, how do you find x? Now, when you look at these two angles and these two angles, because this is what a parallel line, then these two angles will be what corresponding, and we know that corresponding angles are equal. Okay, so this angle here will also be 35. Okay, cool. Now that means when we add x and 35, we should get what supplementary angle, which is 180. So that means x will give us what 180 minus 35, which is equal to 145. So this is x. Now let's find y. Now looking at this, we can say that this angle right here is the same as this angle right here, because what they are corresponding. Okay, they are corresponding. This angle here corresponds to this, so the angle right here is what 110. Now to find y, we just subtract it from 180, right? Because this is a supplementary angle. Okay, so y will be equal to 180 minus 110, which is equal to what 70. Cool. So now how do you find it? We find x plus y to be equal to what 145 plus 70. Cool. And that will give us 215. So that is our answer, 215, which is A. Okay, let's move on to question 175. Cool. The question says find the angle marked T in the diagram. Now, we've been given that this is a right angle. Okay, this whole angle here is a right angle. So that means that angle is what 90. Okay, so this angle here is what 90. Sorry, not 19, 90. Cool. Now, but this angle here is different from this angle here. Okay, so that means these two angles, this angle and this angle, will add up to give us 90. Now we've also been told that these two angles, these two lines are what the same. That means this is an isosceles triangle, and for an isosceles triangle, two angles are the same. So this side is also what 62. So this angle here is also 62. So now if we call this angle here as x, that means x, which is this angle plus this angle plus this angle, should give us what 180. Cool. All right, so we say x plus 62 plus 62 should give us 180. So x is equal to 180 minus 124, which gives us x to be equal to 56. Cool. Now if we say x equal to 56, x equals 56, okay, 56, what that means is this angle and this angle, 56 plus this unknown angle here, let's call it y, should give us what 90. Okay, so 56 plus y should give us 90. So y will give us what 90 minus 56, and that will give us what 34. Okay, cool. Also, we've been told that this angle, right, this line and this line are the same, right? So that means this is also an isosceles triangle. This triangle is an isosceles triangle. That means two of the angles also be the same. That means this angle is also what y, right? And now we already know y to be equal to 34. So to find t, we add all the angles together and equate it to 180. Okay, so we have y plus t should give us what 180. Okay, so that means t is equal to 180 minus 2y, which is 180 minus 2 times y, which is 34. Okay, so t should give us 180 minus 68, and that will be 112. Okay, cool. So answer is 112. Cool. Let's move on to question number 176. Cool. The question says in the diagram, the length of SR and the length of RQ are the same. That means this and this are the same. If that's the case, then this is an what? Isosceles triangle, and the two angles will be the same. So this angle right here and this angle right here, if we call them x, then this angle will also be what? X. Okay, so when we add x and 58, we should get what? 180. But before we do that, we notice that this angle here is also what? 19. How is that so? Because these lines cross each other, so they will have what? Opposite, sorry, not opposite, how do you call these angles? These vertically opposite angles, so they are equal. Okay, so this is 19 and this is also 19. Cool. Now let's solve for x. So we have x plus 58 should give us what? 180. Cool. So that means you have 2x to be equal to 180 minus 58, which is equal to 122. So 2x equals 122. We divide both sides by 2. We find our x to be equal to what? 2 cancels out 2, and this cancels to be 61. So our x here is 61. Okay, 61. Now, in order to find the angle we are looking for, which is QPS, this angle right here, we're looking for this angle right here. Now we know that the sum of two interior angles should give us what? The opposite exterior angle. So this angle that we are looking for, let's call it P, plus this angle here should give us the opposite exterior angle, right? That means P plus 19 should give us what? 61, which is x. Okay, so P is equal to 61 minus 19, and that will give us 42. Okay, so that is our answer for this angle, 42, which is D. Cool. Let's move on to question number 177. The question says we should find the value of x. So we're looking for this angle, right? Cool. Now, in order to find this angle, we can easily find this angle. Then we add this angle and 35 to give us the opposite exterior angle. Okay, because the sum of interior angles give us what? These two interior angles give us the opposite exterior angle. Okay, so let's call this angle as y. But we know that this angle here, this angle and this angle should be equal, because what? They are vertically opposite. Okay, so this angle here is also equal to y. So now let's move on. This angle and this angle are what? Co-interior, and we know that co-interior angles add up to 180. So what? Y plus 115 should give us 180. So y will give us 180 minus 115. Okay, and that will give us what? 65. Okay, 65, right? Okay, 65. Now that we know y to be equal to 65, that means the sum of y and 35 should give us what? X. So x will be equal to 35 plus y, which is 35 plus 65, and that will give us what? 100. That is our answer, which is B. Cool. I think we'll have to stop here for now. In the next session, we'll move on to question number 178. Thank you so much for watching this session. See you again next time. Bye.